Good morning aspirants. Today we are going to see about the general intelligence. In general intelligence we are going to discuss about analogy, classification, series, coding, decoding, blood relationship and directions. Let's see what are these things. Right? In analogy is to find out the hidden link. In classification mainly is to find out the odd one out. In series we are going to find out the pattern. In coding and decoding is to find out the secret language, what language they made and how it is related to another one. Then blood relationship, you know that father, mother, what is the relationship, grandfather, like that they will be asked. The direction is to find out the which direction they are moving, how much distance they traveled from or moved from one place to another place, is to find out a Pythagoras theorem, or to find out which direction they are facing. They are moving towards north direction for 3 kilometers and turns left, and which direction they are facing, like that they will ask the question, right? Yeah, first one is the module analogy. In analogy part we can see that there is a bridge will be there, right? The bridge, there is a arch will be there. It is supposed it to be 500 meters from A to B, some particular distance. Similarly, on the same bridge, the C to D is also the same distance. So what is the relationship between A and B must be applied to C and D as well, right? So for example, you can see the question of clock. The clock shows the time. Similarly, thermometer, what shows? Thermometer shows the temperature. Suppose in the option they are given us hot and cold, we should not mention hot and cold. Hot and cold are the temperature things, but the thermometer shows the temperature only. So you have to choose only the temperature. Clock shows time. You cannot say 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. What clock shows? Clock shows the time. Similarly, thermometer shows the temperature. In the next question, you can see that the number 3 is to 27, then 4 is to what? You know that this 3 is to 27, then what is 4 is to? What is the relationship between 3 is to 27? You have to find out. The relationship between is 3 cube is 27. Similarly, 4 cube is 64. So the answer here is 64. Here in the next question you can see architect, building, right? Architect constructs the building. The sculpture, what they do? They will do statue. Like that will be there. This is the analogy part. Similar kind of questions is asked in the examination. So you have to choose the correct option from the fourth, what they have provided in the A, B, C, D. Next one. Then classification. Classification is to find out the common. What common is there? Suppose the four things are provided. What is common there? You can see here a group of 4 balls. Right? In the group of 4 balls, 3 balls are blue color and 1 is red color. So what is the odd one out? Of course the red ball is the odd one out. So we have to not find out the difference. What is common is the main thing. So 3 blue balls are there that are common, right? Similarly, you can see that there are sense organs are there. Ear, eye, nose are sense organs, right? But you can see that the kidney is the external organ. But these things, ear, eye, nose are sense organs, that is outer part, external to the body. Here the kidney is the exterior organ. Here you can see in the question ear, lung, eye, kidney, but it is wrong. Instead of lung, there is, what should be there? Nose will be there. Suppose they find out the odd one out, what should be find out here? Ear come in 2 pairs, lungs is also 2 pairs, eyes is also 2 pairs, right? And kidney is also 2 pairs. So here there is answer will be difference here. It will be internal part is lungs and kidney and external part is ear and eye, right? If they provide a nose here, it should be a excretory organ, like that. So we are general, we have to find out the specific rule. You see here in the options are apple, orange, potato and banana, right? All this group combinedly called as fruits. Apple is a fruit, orange is a fruit, potato and banana is a fruit. But you can see that what the potato you will cook it and eat, right? So it is coming under vegetables here, right? So apple, orange and banana are fruits. The potato is coming under vegetable. So we need to find out the group, which group it will be there. Whether it is a fruit part, apple, orange and banana is there. So in the vegetable part it is a potato. So define the group first is the main thing in the classification. Next one is the alphabet series. In the alphabet series, we have to find out the hierarchy. Whether it is moving in what difference it is moving, increasing fashion or decreasing fashion, or find out the prime number. It is in the 3, 5, 7 like that it will go. You have to find out. Or you can it is in the square fashion, x square. Suppose 4, 25. 2 2s are 4, right? 3 3s are 9. So it is like that will be finding out 4 9 how the series will be going. Here the multiplication and division. You can see the example is provided 2, 5, 10, 17. 2, 5, 10, what is the difference between 2 and 5 is nothing but 3. What is the difference between 5 and 10 is nothing but a 5. What is the difference between 10 and 17 is nothing but a 7. So we can see that 3 next is increasing to 5. 5 is increasing to 7. So what is the difference between these two? So gradually everywhere 2 is increasing. So next one is the 7 plus 2, 9 will be increasing. So 17 plus 9 is nothing but the 26 is the answer here. Right? Similarly, we have to find out here. There is alternative logic is also there. How it will be? 1 square is nothing but 1. 1 square and 2 square is nothing but 4. So 1 plus 2 square is nothing but 5. Like that. Which logic is suitable? You have to find out and apply that. That is nothing but there is a serious number. Next one. In the alphabet, we can also remember this Ejoti key. You see that there are 5 fingers. 5 fingers are mentioned as E, J, O, T, Y. E is nothing but 5. That is alphabet. The alphabet E is related to 5 because A is 1, B is 2, C is 3, D is 4 and E is 5. Similarly, J is 10 and O is, here also there is a mistake that O is 15, T is 20 and Y is 25 like that. Y is 25 like that. So you have to correct that. This is 15, this is 20, this is 25, right? So you can always use this Ejoti method. Ejoti method means E is 5, J 10, 15, 20, 25. So to remember that one, we are using this one, right? So E is 5, J is 10, O is 15, T is 20 and Y is 25. So if you need to find out what is the S number alphabet, it is very difficult to start from A, B, C, D, right, like that. So if you use a Ejoti method, what the T says, E, J, T. T is nothing but 20. T is nothing but 20 here. So what is the before alphabet? S. So it is nothing but 19. It is nothing but S, 19. So suppose if you give D, the alphabet finding out the number is nothing but, it is nothing but 4. Like that you can, using a Ejoti method, you can easily find out the alphabet equal number. Yeah. Next one is coding and decoding. Coding and decoding. You can see that you can remember this one. For example, many questions are really in the alphabet A to Z or Z to A, like that. You have to find out. So you can always relate to the number. A is Z, Amazon, B Y, boy, C crooks, DW due, evaluation, GT, HZ. That means one is at the first number and the last one alphabet is at the first and another one is in the last, because A is in the alphabet starting and Z is the alphabet ending. Similarly, B, Y, C, X, D, W, E, V, G, T. Like that, you can easily find out that you can coding and decoding, you can solve very easily. For example, the letter shift. You can see the example one, apple, how the apple can be transformed, right? So you can see that how the apple can be transformed. The next letter of A is nothing but B. The next letter is Q. Here Q. L next letter M. E next letter F. So the rule is plus letter 1 shift. Plus letter 1 shift. Similarly, you can see here hello. Hello. GHIJKL. Here what is the trick here? H is also vowels is increasing, like that we will have to see. So this is nothing but coding and decoding pattern. Yeah. Next one is the blood relationship. Blood relationship, we have to see that phrase father or mother's son is nothing but brother, right? Father or mother's daughter is nothing but sister. Similarly, son's wife is daughter-in-law. You have to know the relationship. Always use a diagrammatic pattern while using finding out this one in the all the question. The male is mentioned as a square box or plus, and female is located a circle or minus. The married is double-sided arrow. Sibling is horizontal line, and general gap is a vertical line. Similarly, you have to find out. You can see that dad and mom. Dad is in the square and mom is the minus, right? So you can see that son is also a male category. So it is all the square box. A daughter is coming under negative. So it is a female part, like that. You can use that. Like that. Okay. Blood relationship, how you are pointing out. Let's see the backtracking trick. Pointing a man, a lady said. Start from my. Wherever you can find the question my, you can start from there itself. Right? Go to the part of the sentence where the speaker says my and solve backwards. Here, for example, he is the father of sister of my mother. He is the father. He is the father of the sister of my mother. So you take first my mother. Sister of my mother. Sister of my mother is nothing but what? Sister of my mother is nothing but my aunt. Okay. Father of my aunt is what? My grandfather. So the result is nothing but grandfather. Result is nothing but the grandfather. Similarly, you can find out the blood relationship. Okay. Next, coming to the directions, we can finding out the directions, right? See that one. North, south, east, west, right? In between north and west is nothing but northwest. In between north and east is nothing but northeast. West and south is nothing but southwest, and this one is the southeast, right? So we can say never eat shredded waste, or you can say in mention is news. North, east, west, south. North, east, west, south. So morning, the sun is in the rises in the east direction, the shadow falls on the west. If suppose at the evening time the sun is in the west direction, if the sun falls on you, your shadow should be on the east. At 12 noon, it will be the sun will be in the center, so there will be no shadow. If a person is walking north, so what we can say here? This direction. A person is walking towards north direction, and he makes a right turn, right direction. So what will be the direction of that person? It is facing towards east. If he is facing towards east. Similarly, if a person walking towards south, right, he makes a right turn, because this is the right side now. That is nothing but which direction he is facing? He is facing in the west direction. So similarly, we have to find out the direction. Wherever for finding the shortest distance, suppose a man came from here this direction and turned this direction. What is the distance from this to this? This is nothing but an hypotenuse, right? So you know that hypotenuse, Pythagoras theorem, h square is equal to a square b square. From this direction the man travels 5 centimeter, let's take, or 5 meters. This one is 3 meters, right? You cannot say that 5 plus 3 8, that is wrong actually. We can say this is the hypotenuse, 5 square plus 3 square to find out the C. So what is the 25 plus 9 is nothing but 36. Yeah, it's nothing but 36. So C is nothing but 6 meter E distance from the starting point to the reaching point. You can remember this thing for the easy. Wherever the 3, 4 will be there, it will be 5 will be the C. 6 and 8. For example, 3 square is nothing but 9. 4 square is nothing but 16. Right? If you take a square root, 16 plus 9 is nothing but 25. 25 square root is nothing but 5. Similarly, 6 6 are 36, 8 8 are 64. If you add this one, it is nothing but 100. If you take square root, it is nothing but a 10. So you can, by using a Pythagoras theorem, you can find out the shortest distance. Okay. Yes, sir. Let's take the summary. In analogy method, we have finding out the sentence method. How A is to B related. Similarly, the B is to C is also, A is to B related. Similarly, C is to D is also related. We can see the clock and the time. Clock shows the temperature. Clock shows the time. Similarly, thermometer shows the temperature. That is sentence method. That's the classification. Classification is picking out the odd one. We can see which one is the internal part and external part, or you can say what is the blue ball, what is the red ball, what is the odd one out, like that. Wherever in C, you can use a HOT key. HOT key is nothing but A is 1, E is 5, J is 10, O is 15, T is 20, Y is 25. You can use a HOT key to find out the series. In the coding, you can say that I already told A to Z Amazon, like that. You remember that word. High school, if for opposite, easy to find out then. The blood relationship. Blood relationship is already shown. Start from the my and you can see draw and circle right hand. Directions, you have to find out the northeast, west, the diagram, or you can use a Pythagoras theorem to find out the exact value. Right? These are the questions you can solve and rectify the questions. If you have any doubt, you can ask the number provided. We can solve the issue 18x7. Right? So you start preparing for the exam. If you have any doubts in the concepts and the problems, you can ask us. Thank you.